today.
Two teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4.
From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And normally in this spot, we talk about passing numbers from last week, but this time, it's all about the rushing. 3 times he found the end zone in his last ball game. He is a do-everything quarterback, and you have to expect we'll see him call his own number here as well.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
The Falcons at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself in an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
They're going to try and throw.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Again, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Touchdown, Falcons!
Drake London,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Jameis to throw it.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. To throw is Winston.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They run it again with Kamara. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On third down, Winston. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. But that's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up second down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw here.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On play action, they'll throw. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. 20. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown.
So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Boy, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Play fake. Winston. On the move to his left. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. To throw, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 47 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Looking to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Here's Winston.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
Winston. Flush to his right.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead,
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Flushed out right.
this to the sideline and nearly intercepted. Oh, he had that in his grasp. Couldn't get it. Instead, it'll bring up 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Oh, this may be a free play for Winston.
Olave over the middle. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Jameis now on first down.
Back to Kamara for another catch.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Throwing, Winston. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And the Saints are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Again, it's Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
On second and goal, Winston. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown, Saints. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Saints are back within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 35 on second down, Winston, pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here comes the Saints punter now.
Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Nice move at the 40. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And it will be Falcon football. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
He's going to let it go again. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Saints will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. All right, folks eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. And the Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Winston. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Second down at 5.
Winston now from the 50.
That's complete to Troutman, right side. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here's Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara.
And he is going to have a Saints first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
On play action, Winston. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line.
Now, pause here for an injury, and not the guy this offense wants to see hurting. That's Jameis Winston who's shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great for their first reception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. Olave holds it in. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now it's Stidham.
He'll get this to his team.
Not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
He's going to take another shot here. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds. According to the head.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. It was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like.
After review of the play, rules of the field and reversed.
first down. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be out of bounds. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
They'll set up to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Falcons have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Koo now for the point after.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the end result, an Atlanta touchdown.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over.
They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Winston to give. It's Kamara.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands up.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. Complete. Smith has it.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A 10th carry for Kamara. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They go play action. Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar.
And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Winston now.
This one taken in by Olave. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. To the air again with Winston.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now Winston.
Throw left side complete to Troutman. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Saints. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Kamara gets it again on second down.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A give to Kamara running right. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. He has missed twice today, but he can make up for it here. And his kick is good. A little bit of redemption after he missed 2 field goals earlier. And Bourbon Street, it'll be alive tonight. The Saints have won it.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for New Orleans, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.